Good afternoon, everyone. It's my great honor to standing before you today as the president and founder of the Asian Culture and Education Society USA, or ACAESUSA. First, I want to sincerely thank AAUC for organizing this 2025 Unity Summit and for partnering with us as co-hosts. Writing together so many voice stories and culture from across our AAPI communities is truly inspiring. ACAES USA was founded with a simple yet powerful mission to preserve and promote Asian cultures, advancing education opportunities, and empowering our youth to become the leaders of tomorrow. Over the years, we have grown to include 37 youth chapters. Our program spans a wide range from youth leadership initiatives and education programs to cultural exhibitions, art competitions, and community service projects. These initiatives are designed not only to nurture talent, but also to a deep sense of pride, identity, and responsibility in our next generation. One of our products achievement has been organizing events like the ACAES USA art exhibition and competition, which showcase the creativities of younger artists who's also raising awareness and support for important causes, including mental health and help the autism kids, and the culture education. Beyond events, our outreach program have connected the students, families, and volunteers, fostering a network of support, mentorship, and opportunity across the communities. At ACAES USA, we firmly believe that cultural understanding is the foundation of unity, and education is the key to empowerment. By celebrating our heritage while preparing our youth to a diverse world, we build a future where Asian America and the Pacific Island are seen, heard, and valued. I would like to take this moment to thank AUC once again for organizing this incredible summit and for partnering with us in the spirit of collaborations, unity, and community empowerment. To all the leaders, volunteers, and participants here today. Your dedication inspires us to do more, reaching further and work together for a heritage future, bright future. Thank you for allowing me to share our story, and I look forward to continue to collaborate, learn, and grow with all of you in the spirit of unity and cultural celebration. Thank you. Now, thank you for joining us today for this special event again, and welcome our panels. Tony, Adam, Esther, Anya. Yeah. So, I see we have the art competition going on right now, and I show you this book. This is represent one of the students' competition entrance. So our organization is currently presenting this one event, and we are deeply grateful for the invaluable contributions of our art advisor, which is very famous artist, Dr. Allen. It's my great honor to invite our art advisor, whose sculpture is featured in this book. One of the students, so this is the Museum of the American Revolution. So welcome, Dr. Allen.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anya Qiong Schicktanz. I'm an artist and also an art advisor for young people in the Asian Culture and Education Society. I'm not good at speaking, but today I want to share a few heartfelt words. For teenagers, art is like a key that opens the soul. It helps them discover the beauty of the world, sparks imagination and creative, and gives them confidence and strength in expressing themselves. Painting, music, dance, and theater are not just art forms. They are bridge the connect hearts. Through them, young people learn understanding and sharing, and develop a stronger sense of responsibility and resilience. More importantly, art broadens their horizons, teaching them inclusive and respect, and laying a solid spiritual foundation for their future growth. Many of my artworks on American history were created with the hope that the American spirit will continue to inspire generations to stay united and strive forward. I believe young people can play a positive role in society with love for their country and a progressing vision to contribute to the prosperity and strength of America. Thank you.
I turn the microphone to producer Paul.
Okay, hello. Okay, now we're gonna show a short video in which we are invited 3 different parts. The one is some documentary for our students to for their concept of the being Asian American people. Another one is a large part is a fragment from my movie, which I produced in China, in the south part of China, about Miao ethnic group, and that's a real movie. Then there is some short part of the dancing from Indian culture and the music playing from the Chinese, the classical music. So these three parts put together in the short video. Now we are going to show you. Please. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching the movie. And so now you all know the bad shots taken by me and the good one taken by our producer. Now I turn the microphone to our students fellow Tony there. So thank you.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. It's still the afternoon, not the evening yet. Thank you to the organizers and the volunteers, and of course to the wonderful hotel staff who have made this event possible. I know we have just around 10 minutes, and so what I would like to do is start with a question for our great producer over here, but then really turn over this discussion to our students to talk about the different ways that they approach art and their identity and how that shapes the two of them. So it will be a really, hopefully, enriching 10-minute conversation. So to begin, Producer Peng, I know that this is a very personal project for you as well. It's something that you care deeply about. And throughout the film, you see parts that are very meticulous, beautiful art that is ultimately trying to accomplish something such as building that beautiful crown, building the sewing the dress and all this, all to bring a community together. How do you approach art as something that is both personal and something that has this broader political goal, such as with your movie, which is to highlight Hmong culture, and how do you combine those two things as you approach your own art?
Yeah, it's a little hard to answer this kind of question. But for my purpose, since 10 years ago, I tried to put all my attention to Miao culture, because Miao culture, as the movie says, that has a long history, and I was born in the area, in the country. So from my the very small age, I learned the culture. I remember some of the history. When I go to the big city, and I learn other cultures, but I never forget about it. So since 10 years ago, I put all my attention, I got the opportunity, I say, I will cast away all of my work. So I tried to do this, to keep the culture, to keep their circumstance, their living way and their work way, to push forward, never let people forget about this culture. So I just do this. It's very lonely, It's very hard. I cannot find money, so I put all my salaries or my salaries to put together to do this by myself and to help people to, these actors and actresses are not professional. They are real village people in the countryside. So they try to be, I try to put them as the actors and actresses to explain their deep emotion, but usually I was touched by the scene, by their actions. It's very touchable. But the work is very hard. The first, you cannot find money. The commercial, the entertainment, they not support you. The government is finding it harder. You don't say good things for us. I don't give you money. So we have tried to make people to support us. This is a different. But I think it's meaningful. It's meaningful. So today I specifically to bring this some short fragments to be here. The first one is to let your student. I will see. I'm so curious about your guys' the feelings about this kind of movie or this work, if it is meaningful, and my new friends here, and to give me support or to give me commitment. This is what I wish for so much.
Thank you. With that, I would like the three students to my left, which is your right, to introduce themselves. I think, if I understand correctly, they're all from the great state of Texas, and they are also all artists in their own right. So starting from the end, Anya, if you'd like to start, we'll just go down this way and just say your name, what grade you're in, and what kind of art you are passionate about.
Hi, my name is Anya Liu. I'm the current president of the mental health chapter of ACAESUSA, and it's an honor to be here.
My name's Esther. I am currently a junior at Centennial High. I am the leader of the business chapter of ACAESUSA, and I do dance for my art hobby.
Hi, I'm Adam. I strive to be one of the best MCs in existence. Maybe I've convinced you that much. I'm a sophomore at a school called St. Mark's School of Texas. It's in Dallas. And I primarily play piano, but I also do physical art such as painting and sketching. And I manage the communications and media at ACAESUSA, so I do editing and such.
Okay, so just to recap, Adam does physical art and piano and plays piano. Anya plays the harp and piano, and Esther does dance of all styles and kinds. Is that right? Okay. Great. And so with that, I'm going to ask each of the students a question. And then at the end, of course, we're going to open it up to audience questions. But if you don't have any, that's okay. I got plenty more to ask them, but help me out if you'd like. The first one is for Adam. Adam, so you you're in high school. There are a lot of students at your school that come from all different backgrounds. How do you balance celebrating your own culture, your own identity in a diverse space with lots of people from different backgrounds?
So, as a kid, I was born in Phoenix, Arizona, and I moved here to Dallas, Texas. Not here, over there, pretty far. But just this act of moving really affected me. Especially, I was 11 during COVID. You can imagine what a kid in his preteens during that tumultuous time would feel, especially from moving. Phoenix was was great, but even if you go into the actual downtown city, all especially as people from the New England and East Coast section, if you go to Phoenix, you're just going to describe the city as bare and relatively unpopulated, because that's what it is. And so I wouldn't call myself like a country kid, because we had electricity and we went downtown a lot. But the feeling in Phoenix is not the same as Dallas, and Dallas is a lot more populated, especially now. I remember Dallas is the first or second fastest growing city in the entire United States. And in the recent years, it's actually grown past lots of other cities in Texas, such as Austin. And this experience really changed my view on people, because culture definitely does change, even depending on where you are in the U.S. And as I got into high school and I took summer camps that weren't just local summer camps. In fact, this previous summer I went to Italy for a camp, and most of the kids there were from Massachusetts, and the culture is really different. It was really it really surprised me. And this actually helped me get interested in my own culture, Chinese culture. Because previously I didn't really care about it, to be honest, which is kind of just my ignorance. I was a kid, I didn't really care. But now I'm just going into history and researching various ethnic groups within the large country of China. And it's really opened my eyes not only to the various diverse groups within China, but it's also helped me keep an open mind when it comes to other people.
Yeah, well put. Anya, living in the U.S., it is a very diverse country, and year to year, the way that race permeates American society can change. And one of those ways is overt, but also subtle discrimination in all forms and in all different parts of social life. And so for you as a student, when you see discrimination either in very overt ways or in very subtle ways, how do you approach sort of advocating for yourself, advocating for others? What has your experience been as a student in 2025? It's crazy, 2025.
Okay, so in my opinion, when faced with discrimination of any kind, the first thing we should do is to speak up, especially because silence is what allows the problem to grow and fester, and if you don't speak up for yourself, it just allows them to keep on thinking those stereotypical stuff about you. So I feel like some common stereotypes about us as Asians are that we're naturally good at math, STEM field, all that type of stuff. And that can create like pressure and expectations for us that we may or may not live up to. And along with that pressure, if we fail, we may be seen as not Asian enough or as a failure, just in a loose term. And it makes us feel like we are tied to our achievements and not just as a unique person of this unique culture. That's why I feel like the need to speak up and explain our reasons is like really, really important for people to actually understand us as a unique person and not just an entire general type of person. We're not just Asian, we're also our own self, that we have our own hopes and dreams, and it's not like, oh, we are as, Also, to me, speaking up isn't really just about getting angry or just angry or frustrated at the person. It's also just, it can be as simple as saying, I don't really understand where that thought came from, but here's why it's wrong, and explaining. And also, speaking up can be as simple as that, but it can also be as wide as something as a summit that we are having right now. We are speaking up for our rights as Asian Americans in this country, and sometimes speaking up can be pretty scary, and it's just that there needs to be somebody to do it so that eventually it'll get better. Yeah.
Do your thing.
So this is not part of the script, but I think, especially among youth, I don't know if this was a thing, last decade or something in high school, but this sort of like stereotyping, racial stereotyping, and cultural appropriation, it's pretty common among high school students, and it's almost been normalized. This kind of behavior when my friends do, it shouldn't be tolerated, and it's pretty offensive, but because of high school culture, I tolerate it. I don't really mind it, and I think that's an issue. Also, we should really speak up to it, because if you don't, you're basically holding yourself to a very low standard. You devalue your own culture, you devalue yourself, and nobody wants that, right? So.
I just got one more question here for Esther. I know that we were talking about this outside. The term, even the label Asian American, has a very specific history, and it means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. And I would love to hear you talk about your own experience being Asian in America, being Asian American, being Asian/America, any of the variations there, and just talk about how you've thought through some of these questions and your own identity.
Right. So, with a little over 16 years of experience, I can say for myself that being an Asian in America is about holding on to tradition and family values, such as our culture, our expectations from generations ago, and what we like, and our traditions. So we carry a history that is proud and complicated with our innovations and discriminatory laws. However, being an Asian in America, I feel like there is genuine joy in cultural festivals. And there's so much more laughter at community gatherings when there's other Asians at the party. The connections are so much deeper. And also, I believe that there's more joy in traveling to hometown when you are experiencing your culture and tradition rather than living it in a day-to-day life. When I traveled back to my hometown, I had so much fun, and I just wished I was part of, like, I was living there, you know. But being an American, or an Asian American, it's really made me cherish those traditions even more, and it's made me find more meaning in between those. And I think ultimately being an Asian American means that we know that we belong. We belong here despite stereotypes, despite discriminatory laws. We help shape America as well. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
Cool. Thank you to all three, and